when it comes to the social media platforms,
Hmm.
I would imagine TikTok will be Gen Z, or like the young demographic, your age demographic.
On it.
Instagram would be your generation, and the add mine and millennials. Snapchat probably millennials and probably Gen Z as well. Uh, Facebook, it's probably looking like the older crowd is like all still on Facebook posting
Yeah.
statuses and I'm feeling tired today. I'm like, all right, bro, like
Okay.
cool. I use Facebook mainly for Facebook Market. It's like one of the best buy sell sites
It
available today. Um, but what social media platform intrigues you the most? Which one do you spend the most time on?
Um, I've noticed this recently. Reddit. It's not really social media, but
Yeah,
it is to me. It's
Reddit
just,
is dope. Reddit
yeah,
is dope.
it's anonymous, and it's just like, yeah, share your shit. I want to know
Yeah,
what's going on. Like, I don't
facts.
know who the fuck you are, but
Mm,
whew, you're going through it.
yeah.
And I can either share my opinion or I can just read it and just be like, damn, that's rough.
Reddit
So,
is where I do most of my market research, where I study humans as a whole.
yeah.
Because, like you said, that's where you get the most raw
Hmm.
information from a human's mind. Because social media is still going to be filtered to some point, because people still have that slight little fear of being canceled, or slight little fear of their family being, seeing them in a certain light, or their coworkers seeing it. But Reddit is just people will type in 3 letters, that's my name, and
Yeah.
any random dusty email that they forgot the email and iPhone just happened to save it for them, and then they go in there and bare their soul, and it's where you get the most concentrated version of a human's thoughts. And of course, like I got Reddit, and of course, if you want to start study like certain AFSCs, you can go on there, or if you want to study, various career fields, like what's it like to be a CIA agent, there was somebody on there spilling their guts. But when it comes to like confessions, like I love those type of groups where
Mhm.
it's just, what's on your heart? What's something that you haven't told anybody, but you're probably taking to your grave? And then you got people on there just, I killed 2 people the other day, and that they were just nice people walking down the street, but I killed them, and
Yeah,
now they're dead, and I stole their money. And I'm like, who are these people in broad daylight?
I
Just,
know.
it's crazy.
It's insane. It's like you're like me. Obviously, we're human, but it's like
Mm,
you're out there. You
yeah,
can just be a normal, cool, chillax person, have a
right.
conversation, but I don't know how you are. Like,
Facts, facts.
and yeah, but I try not to have that, or I'm sure you think about it the same way. You try not to have that as like a negative factor in like meeting new people or going out because that would
Mm.
take life away from you, you know? So
I'm a
it's
little towards the pessimistic side, though, the pessimistic side, because I'm the person who thinks, and my commander was helping me with this when I was doing my one-on-one conversation with my commander, just having conversations every day, kind of just like this,
yeah,
where he would ask me like, "Are you pessimistic, optimistic, or a realist?" And I'm like, "I'm a realist when it comes to my ideologies, but when it
mhm,
comes to my nature, I'm a pessimist. I see everyone as a serial killer. I just look around, and like, even going on dates, like there's talk of the red pill and the manosphere and all these different these thoughts of women are
yeah,
out to get you. They will get your money. They'll take you to court. They gonna take your kids from you. I'm like, all right, cool, thank you, thank you. That's a bit much.
that's
Um, but then there's also, all right, I'm evidence based, and I believe in the scientific method, and guilty, innocent before proven guilty. Like, I believe in processes, and I'm like, I have to think linearly. I can't just jump to conclusions. I like to ask questions first. I'm like, let me
that's
ask a question and a follow up question. So when I look at Reddit, I'm like, these are the people that I'm sitting next to in traffic, and like, and
yeah,
it's why I believe in, like, when somebody's sitting at a light and the light turns green and they don't go immediately, I don't honk my horn immediately. Like, I
mm-mm.
give them a chance to look up and see lights green, because you don't know who's driving that car, what
Yep,
kind of gun they got in their glove compartment. You don't
yep,
know who you're driving next to, who you're, that one person you flip off. They follow you to work, they follow you home, and ask
yep,
you at gunpoint, "Why did you flip me off? Didn't I ask you not to do that?"
yeah,
That's the kind of people that we're living around, and a lot of people just don't realize all these people are crazy. All these trials that are live streamed, I watch every last one. I love these live streams, and I
same.
just watch people on trial for, like, you did what? Shot a school up? And
Yeah,
like, these are regular people every day that, they might be getting bullied secretly, they might be getting trolled or what have you. And so it's constantly a reminder. Just going on Reddit, that there's another site that you ask questions into and people answer it randomly. Yahoo Answers equivalent. Quora, exactly.
yeah,
And yeah, they just answer. I'm like, these people are crazy. Like, the whole, and of course, me being as crazy as I am, like, I try to hold everything with discipline together. Like, just hold it together. Think
yeah,
before I speak. Think before I do. But we're all crazy on some scale, on somebody's spectrum.
yeah.
Um, So yeah, you don't know who you're dealing with in society. Like,
No. And in Florida, you better hold that beer. Do not
facts.
honk. Do not
Mm-mm.
flip.
Right.
Just wait. It's fine. You're not
Right.
going anywhere. It's not that
Yeah.
important. It's fine. Just wait.
I'm telling you. The thoughts that come in my head when somebody cuts me off is the first thing I usually think is murder. The first thing I go to. And
Really?
it's bad. I mean, I feel guilty about it. But if
Yeah.
somebody cuts me off, I don't care what happened that caused them to cut me off. I'm like,
Mhm.
listen, I will follow you home and ask you why you did that. That's the first thought that comes to mind. Like, bro, just follow him home. Just follow him home. But of course, it takes a minute, like 5 minutes down the road. I'm like, all right, wasn't that deep.
Let's not
They
do this.
they were trying to avoid a raccoon in the street. Something happened.
Mhm.
They spilled their juice and they cut you off. Cool, it's fine. But yeah, you'd be surprised how many people are just serial killers waiting to just go off. They just need one more, straw that broke the camel's back, and then they're on the news,
Yeah.
live streaming their trial. And I'm like, who set them off, bruh? You don't ever know.